today I manage over $700 million of assets across the US. When we started this journey, I was a data analyst and I used to make my boss's coffee. I felt like I had something to prove. And that's really where the insecurity came from. It was more along being accepted, being needed at work. That was a huge thing for me. The work that I was doing at some point switched and it started becoming wisdom. The pressure's kind of off of me because he's partnering with me. If you just ask God for wisdom, he'll give it to you. And wisdom is irreplaceable.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Pillay Place Podcast. We are going to talk about career progress today, and actually when we
The grind.
The grind, yes.
Hustle and bustle.
Yes, but I was going to, like when we were talking about what we think would be helpful for our audience, and I thought back on how we started, how you started. Let's go back.
Well, you were a big part of it, right?
Well, yes.
Imagine if you were not supportive.
I definitely get to be part of your journey, which is really cool. And I think it's a really cool place for me to be kind of more interviewing you today.
Yeah.
And then to share my thoughts.
Yeah.
And so let's go back to 2015, right?
Yes.
2015. I have always known you as like my friend and straight out of college. And you weren't working yet at that time until you came back. Anyways, you started working and we started dating.
Yeah.
But what do you do now? What were you doing before? What are you doing now?
Yeah, when we started this journey, I was a data analyst and I used to make my boss's coffee. That was like the beginning days.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was the good, humble days. But today I manage over $700 million of assets across the US. And essentially, I'm an investment manager and I am a portfolio manager. So I manage these investments for our company.
Mm-hmm. So surely you have gone a very long way from making coffee for your bosses to working directly with your boss every day.
Yeah. I'm the second in charge of this strategy at work. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you're kind of important.
Kinda.
You're kind of important.
I take the trash out every Friday.
Yes.
Unless I'm not here. That's a
important
very
too.
important job. Somebody's got to take the trash out. Yes.
Well, I want you to kind of share, like going back, 10 years ago, what would you tell your 25-year-old self?
As I was thinking about this episode, I was like, okay, yes, it would be an interesting question to answer. And here's what I would say. First of all, don't complain. Just keep doing, take on more tasks because it's an opportunity to learn, right? Not opportunity to do more, not an opportunity to make more money for yourself. Those things will come. I think if you have the right perspective about life, it's an opportunity to learn something that serves you a lot longer, a lot deeper, a lot better.
Well, I think like being your girlfriend, I don't think we were married yet.
Yeah.
But being your girlfriend at that time, I saw that you were not afraid to do the little things.
Right.
And that takes humility.
It did. I mean,
Even though you didn't have much at that time.
I know. I was very cocky is what she's referring to. But surprisingly at work, I'm even surprised looking back, is that I actually didn't care about how minuscule or how dirty the work was. I would just do it. It was stuff that other people did not want to take. I'd be okay taking it. I'd be okay doing it because I sincerely was like,
Well, you're
I gotta
fulfilling a
learn.
need.
I was fulfilling a need. I wanted to learn. I was hungry, and and kept me busy. That was like the other part of this, where my days just went by so much faster.
Yeah, and you were in San Francisco,
Correct.
right? And so there was, I think a lot of times there were people that there was this one girl in there, and I remember you coming back, and you would not complain, but you would be kind of annoyed. You'd be like, all she has to say is, that sounds interesting. And then she gets to work on it,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All she has to say is, oh, that's interesting. And then suddenly the project is hers.
Yeah.
And you, on the other hand, were not like, you didn't do that. You were doing things that other people didn't want to do.
I know, and that's what I would say not to do. Like that was driven by insecurity, and if I was to talk to my 25-year-old self, I would say don't sweat the small stuff because, frankly, I believe that God keeps giving me opportunities. That's one. Two is if you just do what you're supposed to do, right? If you just take care of what you're supposed to take care of, things will work out.
I think there's a lot of, like thinking back, there was probably a lot of insecurity. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, my past is really rooted with a lot of failures, right? Like I felt like I had failed a lot because I have this drug addiction past. That's, if you don't know about that, you can go to the first episode and it talks about this miracle that happened in my life. But more importantly, for this topic, I felt like I had something to prove, and that's really where the insecurity came from. I had to prove something to others. I had to be accepted, like all these things. And
Well, let me know if I'm wrong.
yeah,
Okay. But I wonder if at that time, success being maybe validated or valued by your colleagues or your boss was what gave you the feeling of I'm worthy,
yeah,
right? It's the validation from, hey, he did a good job, he's amazing. Like that was giving you the, like almost like your worth.
it was honestly giving me. I thought that was, frankly, identity, right? It's like, this is who I am. I need to be accepted and achieving and so forth.
Yeah. What did you think success looked like then and versus now?
Well, I kind of already said it. It was more along being accepted, being needed at work. That was a huge thing for me, right? Today, success is a little different for me. It's like if I can empower and help somebody be successful, then I think I'm fulfilling more of what I'm supposed to be doing, right? The other piece in success is the worldview of from a spiritual standpoint, which is, are we being good stewards of everything God gave us, right? Meaning that from my position and my place of influence, am I empowering others to live in their identity, to live what God created them to be, to operate in the talents and all the things that God put inside of them? And same for our kids. Am I being a dad? Am I balanced at home, at work, in my community? So that's success to me now.
Yeah, I remember there was this one time. Well, if I were to tell you something, like as
The
As a-
outside looking in.
an outside looking in,
Yeah.
I would tell you, and at that time I didn't
Yeah.
because I didn't see it. But now looking back, I think I would tell you that it's really okay to stay in your lane and do the best that you can. Like,
Yeah.
as in staying focused on what you are doing, not focusing on what other people are doing.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I actually wrote that as something I would tell my 25-year-old self. Stop sweating the small stuff. Stop looking outside the box.
As in, like, stop comparing too.
Stop comparing.
Because remember that yoga guy?
Yes. The fact that his name is Yoga Guy. Yeah, go ahead.
There was this guy that you felt so threatened by.
Yes.
And he was not even employed. He was like contracted.
He happened to do yoga. So
And he was a yoga instructor. And you get so annoyed and you felt so threatened by him. I don't know why. Because you said, if there was something that we don't know, he'll just Google it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he'll just Google the answer and then he'll tell you what you can totally read on Google.
Yeah.
Like, he's not.
Back when Google was a thing. Now it's AI. Yeah.
Yes. But at that time, like, you're like, he's going to take my job. He's going to, like, you felt so threatened.
Yes.
And I just thought it was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
Because he quickly
Yeah.
disappeared.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the sweating all this was such a waste of my energy and time.
Yeah.
And I would frankly look back at myself and be like, dude, just stay in your lane. Just do your thing.
Stay in your lane. Stop comparing yourself. Focus on what you are doing.
Correct.
And do the best that you can.
Yeah, and I think the most important thing, there were times where I would just try to get through a task. Mm-hmm. And in hindsight, I realize now the journey was worth way more. And what do I mean by that? There are things that I have learned in this 11 years that I've spent at this company that has become wisdom that is so transferable, right? Like, I get invited to be a guest speaker at a few events. And I simply, it doesn't matter what arena it is. I could be talking about buying a different company. And we, essentially have not bought a lot of different companies. I don't have like 11 years of experience in buying companies. But the wisdom that I have learned in the investments that I'm working already in, which is specifically real estate, has taught me what I need to know in this other arena. And the reason why is because the work that I was doing at some point switched and it started becoming wisdom.
Well, what you're talking about is experiential learning.
Right. Experiential revelation.
Yeah.
Right?
It is not something that maybe you can get it out of a textbook, but you don't get to experience. You're like getting knowledge.
Yes.
Versus experiencing, walking through it.
That's right. That's why I don't actually think you can get it out of a textbook. Mm-hmm. I think you can understand the things, the dynamics, the mechanics behind all those things. But what you cannot do is get the practical revelation without actually walking it out.
Yeah, and it pays off now.
It pays off now where I can kind of see what's going to happen if we invest in this new company that's coming our way, because we have done so many real estate deals where it's like you've experienced so much and then you start understanding and finding the flags and the red flags and the green flags and the like signals of how things could go with this new investment, which has nothing to do with real estate, right? It's just simply, that's what wisdom is. And frankly, that's what the book of Proverbs talks about, is that Christ is wisdom unto us. Is that when we actually believe in Jesus, he gives us this wisdom that can only come from him.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's something important for younger people to know. Younger people to know is it's so easy now to just hire someone to do that part, right? To ask somebody to do that piece. But there is growth and there's value in doing it yourself.
Yes. Because
you learn something that's your own. You can own up to that wisdom.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I get so adamant when I'm training folks is to actually just try it for a week. Do it yourself.
Yeah.
Understand where the data is coming from, where the numbers are coming from, what is happening, the transaction, the activities. Because when you start understanding that's something that a machine cannot do or know.
Yeah.
And then
You cannot be replaced
you
by
cannot be
AI.
replaced by AI for
Yeah.
sure. You can make decisions more confidently, right? Like that's wisdom. And the third thing is it's like it's God's way of truly giving you like this revelation that's applicable across industries. You don't have to be stuck at your job with that doing the one thing, because now all of a sudden you can actually go out and branch out and do other things.
What do you think influenced you then, and then what influences you now?
Oh, that's a great question. So, what influenced me then was, frankly, it was money was a big influencer, right? Finances. We had a family. It was also the future. I really wanted to make something of myself. I didn't know what this something was. What influences me today more so is my relationship with the Father. Right? If I have peace about staying at the job that I'm at, it doesn't, like, I don't need a new title to do all the things that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Right? Like recently I was asked to help a different department, and the conversation came about, how do you want to come in and help? And I looked at that as, is this a new title? Is this a new pay? Whatever. And I just felt like, no, I just need to go help this person, just this department, just go help them. And I just said, let me just come in as a helper. Forget about the details. Let me just come in as a helper, because my influence really is from the Heavenly Father, our Heavenly Father.
It's awesome you said that, because I think with age and with time and with growth, what influences us change, and we get influence every day.
Yeah,
There's influencers and then,
sure.
things that you see that you want to buy or have or do or, experience. But those are all external influences,
Right.
right? Money, title, a job, like those are all external like influences that we get on a daily all the time.
Correct.
But the internal influence, your relationship with the Father,
Yeah.
like that's not going to change.
That's not going to change. No one can take that from you.
No
And
one
it's
can take that from
It
you.
becomes a
And it's so steady.
steady and such a fulfilling journey.
Yeah, it's fulfilling, it's steady, it's trustworthy, it's stable. With any other external influences can change.
Yeah.
Like numbers can change, but like the relationship with God, it doesn't. I
You
mean,
know,
it gets better, it gets deeper, like change in that way. But as in, He is sturdy.
He is. And the one thing I would say is, and this is just one small example for this, but the what I love about this relationship and the influence that comes from that relationship is that the pressure is off of me. I don't have to, of course we have KPIs, key performance indicators. We have goals, we have all these things, right? But it's not just up to me to achieve these things. Like, I'm like, okay, Lord, you want me to go help this person or help this department? What is it that you want me to focus on today, this week, this month, this year? Right? And the
Yeah.
pressure's kind of off of me because he's partnering with me with this.
Yeah. You want to sum this up?
Yeah. So, in short, what I would say about the grind is, don't be stay humble to take on the small tasks, to do the things that maybe others don't pick up, and don't sweat the small stuff. Like that's one thing that I didn't do well. Don't compare. Don't essentially give in to your insecurities. Really try to find adventure in the journey and what's in front of you. And I would highly, highly recommend that you seek wisdom In the Bible, the scripture says, if you just ask God for wisdom, He'll give it to you, and wisdom is irreplaceable.
Well, I hope you enjoy this very short-ish episode. And if you have any questions below, please let us know. We'd like to answer them. And we hope you enjoy the podcast so far. If you have, please subscribe.